Testing, testing. right, good morning. Welcome to the Public Service Commission's administrative meeting for May 8th, 2024. First item of business is the minutes from our meeting of May 1st, 2024. Commissioner Schlesman.
Aye.
Commissioner Barbe.
Aye.
Commissioner Richard.
Abstain, I was not present last week.
Okay. I vote aye.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. There is no consent agenda today. We are also deferring item 1 to the May 15, 2024 administrative meeting. Item number 2 is tariff revisions concerning demand response service from Baltimore Gas and Electric Company.
Good morning, Chair, Commissioners. Michael Jang on behalf of staff. Item 2, or the first item on today's administrative agenda, is a filing from BGE to revise Rider 15 demand response service. Specifically, the company proposes language to enable Rider 15 to comply with the company's demand response program associated with the maximum scenario that was proposed in the company's 2024 to 2026 Empower Programs plans that were approved by Commission Order Number 90957. The purpose of the revisions is for the following reasons. 1, to update the enrollment and participation incentives that reflect the maximum scenario. 2, enable year-round load management opportunities. 3, allow the program to be agnostic to the type of device used as long as the device qualifies based on BGE standards. And 4, help the migration of eligible devices from BGE's old air conditioning control program to the company's current Bring Your Own Device program. Staff did confirm with the company that no changes to the current 2024 demand response surcharge needs to be made, since the current surcharge does reflect the maximum scenario for the demand response programs. Staff does believe that the company should not include any devices that are not Wi-Fi enabled smart thermostats on its list of eligible devices for the demand response programs until these technologies have been further reviewed by both the company and other interested parties. Staff recommends that the Commission accept for filing BGE's proposed revisions to Rider 15 Demand Response Service effective July 1st, 2024. Staff additionally recommends that the Commission direct BGE to not include any devices that are not Wi-Fi enabled smart thermostats on BGE's list of eligible devices on BGE's website before 1, BGE submits its supplemental plans on August 1st, 2024, and 2, the Commission approves the plans. Thank you, and I am available for any questions.
So, any questions for staff? Mr. Michelle.
Good morning, Chair Hoover, and good morning, Commissioners. Joel Michelle on behalf of BGE. We want to thank staff for its analysis. We agree with the analysis and also are agreeable to the condition proposed by staff. Our demand response SME just walked in. If you have any questions, she'll be happy to answer them.
So, any questions for the company? Seeing none, I move that we accept for filing the company's proposed revisions to Rider 15 Demand Response Service effective July 1, 2024, and direct the company to not include any devices that are not Wi-Fi enabled smart thermostats on BG&E's list of eligible devices on BG&E's website before BG&E has submitted its supplemental plans on August 2024, and the Commission approves those plans. Commissioner Schlesman.
Aye.
Commissioner Barbe.
Aye.
Commissioner Richard.
Aye.
I vote aye.
Mr. Chair, item number 3 is the annual STRIDE report from Washington Gas Light Company.
Good morning, Chair Hoover and members of the Commission. Staff presents Tanika Alexander of the Accounting Investigation Division, Ivan Thomas of the Telecommunication, Gas and Water Division, and myself, Nuguse Tesfaye of the Engineering Division. The Strategic Infrastructure Development and Enhancement, or STRIDE, is a program authorized under Public Utilities Section 4-210 that allows the accelerated replacement of certain gas plant infrastructure in a 5-year plan, with cost partially recovered using a surcharge. each year, the company is to make a reconciliation filing regarding actual cost and collections under the surcharge. On March 15, 2024, WGL submitted its calendar year 2023 annual Stride 2 report and a reconciliation filing, the end of the 5th year of Stride 2 in case number 9486. An errata version of this filing was also submitted on March 18, 2024. And on April 18, 2024, the company also filed revised reconciliation factors. The company's filing provided an update on the company's progress regarding the implementation of the overall Stride program through December 31st, 2023. As of December 31st, 2023, the company remediated or replaced 3,350 services of the planned 3,760. Also installed a total of 14.6 miles of mains versus 14.1 miles planned for replacement, and retired 11.9 miles of planned versus 14.2 miles of mains from the system. Out of the company's calendar year 2023 Stride total expense of $78.74 million, only $68.7 million is charged in the company's Stride surcharge, and the rest, that means $10 million above the Stride rider amount of $68.7 million, is recorded to system betterment or non-Stride dollars. Staff has verified that the revenue requirement calculated for 2023 annual true-up reflects a reduction of 14.7%, that's per order number 90099, in case number 9486. The company's filing shows that Washington Gas over-collected $339,301, which includes interest of $18,337. Staff recalculated the total cost of $16,169,268 less interest of $18,337, which equals the actual Stride revenue requirement for 2023 of $16,150,931, which also takes into consideration the 14.7% reduction. The calendar year 2023 reconciliation Stride factor for the residential class is calculated to be a credit of 11 cents, including the interest. After determining the reconciliation factors, as shown in the staff's comment, the factors were added to the 2024 Stride surcharge. Staff recommends the Commission note the company's calendar year 2023 annual Stride report filing and accept for filing the Stride surcharge rate effective June 1st, 2024. The staff is available to answer any question you may have, and thank you.
So, any questions for staff?
I have a quick question.
Sure.
And this is, the entire report is fine, but there was something I was curious about because it referred to Montgomery County. On page 9, there are additional requirements that local jurisdictions have, and for Montgomery County, and I think also for Prince George's County, it said must meet an additional mill and overlay. What does that mean? Anybody know what that means?
I think the company is in good position to explain technically what does that mean.
Okay.
All right, well, actually, before we turn to the company, OPC filed a letter. Do you want to make any comments beyond what you put in the letter?
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Ryan Hsu on behalf of OPC.
No particular comments beyond the letter, just as the letter indicates, we don't contest the figures in the report or the reconciliation factor. We primarily filed the letter to highlight that, comparing WGL's performance in Stride to their yearly project lists as compared to the actual plan, or as originally approved by the commission, and the benefits thereof envisioned by the commission. Improving that plan is more relevant, but no additional comments to make. I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
So any questions for? All right, so let's turn to WGL.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. Good morning. Just very briefly to highlight a few of the points that are already contained in staff's buck sheet and add a couple more. Overall, the execution of the Stride 2 plan over the last 5 years was in line with the company's estimates and did not exceed the authorized budget. Between 2019 and 2023, Washington Gas retired 94% of the estimated main, replaced 89% of the estimated service lines, completed 100% of the planned transmission projects, and came in at 98% of its total authorized budget. And importantly, when comparing 2019 to 2023, leaks were reduced by 57%. In 2023, the final year of the company's Stride 2 plan, the company retired 84% of the estimated main, installed 100% of the estimated main, and replaced 89% of the estimated service lines, and came in at 92% of the budget. So we'd ask the Commission to follow staff's recommendation, note the 2023 report for filing, and proceed with the standard reconciliation process for 2023. And to answer your question right away, Mr. Barber, I think I'll turn to Mr. Thomas.
Sure, great.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, David Thomas on behalf of the company. So your question was about the mill and overlay requirement or standard. So that refers to the final restoration or paving that is completed at the tail end of the project. So after the pipes beneath the ground have been replaced.
It's funny because when I think of mills, I think about thicknesses of plastic bags. This has nothing to do with that.
No,
then.
it is just the paving itself of the roadway. So the restoration of the road after the construction activities have been completed.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Any other questions for WGL? All right. With that, I move that we note the company's calendar year 2023 annual Stride report and accept the Stride surcharge rates for filing with an effective date of June 1, 2024. Commissioner Sushman.
Aye.
Commissioner Barve.
Aye.
Commissioner Richard.
Aye.
I vote aye.
Mr. Chair, item number 4 is a small generator interconnection rider from Potomac Electric Power Company and Delmarva Power and Light Company.
Cleared out the room.
Nothing personal.
Good morning, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. Eric Delgado on behalf of staff. I also have with me DeAndre Wilson from the Engineering Division. On February 16th, 2024, the Potomac Electric Power Company, PEPCO, and the Delmarva Power and Light Company, DPL, filed proposed tariff pages that would establish a new rider for small generator interconnection request fees for Level 2, Level 3, and Level 4 interconnections. PEPCO and DPL seek compliance with COMAR Section 2050-0905C, which requires utilities to specify interconnection fees in their tariffs. Staff notes PEPCO and DPL have charged interconnection request fees to applicants without having specifying interconnection fees in their electric tariffs. However, PEPCO and DPL have not charged interconnection fees to customers since August 2023, when it was discovered that the fees for interconnection requests were not disclosed on the company's electric service tariffs. In this filing, PEPCO and DPL are not proposing to change its current but suspended interconnection request fees, but to specify the interconnection fees in their electric service tariff to comply with COMAR and to resume charging applicants for interconnection requests. Staff has reviewed PEPCO's and DPL's proposed tariff pages and finds it consistent with the tariff language and fees reflected in the Baltimore Gas and Electric Company's small generator interconnection rider and consistent with the interconnection charges previously stated in Comar Section 2050-0905B. The interconnection request fees formerly stated in Comar Section 2050-0905B remain the prevailing rates for interconnection request fees for Level 2, Level 3, and Level 4 interconnections for utilities as recommended by the PC44 Interconnection Work Group. Staff recommends the Commission accept PEPCO's and DPL's proposed tariff rider for small generator interconnection fees with an effective date of May 13th, 2024. Thank you, and DeAndre and I are available for any questions.
So, any questions for staff? Seeing none, Mr.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. Matthew Seegers, appearing on behalf of Pepco and Delmarva Power. We appreciate staff's presentation, and we have nothing to add, but I have a subject matter expert here, are available if you have any questions.
So, any questions for the company? Seeing none. I move that we accept the company's proposed rider for small generator interconnection fees for filing with an effective date of May 13th, 2024. Commissioner Suchman.
Aye.
Commissioner Barbe.
Aye.
Commissioner Richard.
Aye.
I vote aye.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, item number 5 is an application from 7900 Wisconsin LLC for approval of an energy allocation system.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. Michael Spiegelman on behalf of staff. This item concerns a request filed on January 8, 2023 by 7900 Wisconsin LLC to install an energy allocation system. The system is for a 322-unit apartment building located at 8001 Woodmont Avenue, Bethesda, Maryland. Public Utility Article Section 7-304B2 states that an energy allocation system may not be used for direct billing of energy costs to a tenant of an individual dwelling unit unless the Commission approves the system in accordance with this subsection. Comma 2026-0201 further specifies general approval criteria for an energy allocation system, namely, first, approval may be granted upon demonstration by the owner that the system results in a reasonable determination of the cost of the energy used with the dwelling unit. Second, testing and inspection of the energy allocation system may be required for the Commission to make such a determination. And third, testing and inspection of any furnace, appliance, or other equipment used in conjunction with energy allocation system may be also required. 7900 Wisconsin LLC has contracted with JBG Smith Properties and Conservice Utility Management for the installation of an energy allocation system that will allow the owner of the apartment building to allocate to a tenant of an individual dwelling a portion of the cost of electric energy consumed based on usage. 7900 Wisconsin LLC's initial application contained all information required under COMBAR 2026, and subsequent data request responses has given staff no causes for concern in regards to the system itself. The apartment building construction is complete, and use of energy allocation system would comply with requirements under the relevant COMAR provisions. Therefore, staff recommends that the Commission approve the energy allocation system for 8001 Woodmont Avenue apartment building located in Bethesda. Thank you.
So, any questions, staff? So, is there anybody here on behalf of 790 Wisconsin LLC? Or, oh, okay. Do you have any? Why don't you? So I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you could say who you are and for the record, and I guess the only question is, do you have any comments on what staff has put forward and recommends?
So I'm William Dunlap with JBG Smith. I'm our Director of Engineering, and I was the one that just worked with the group to submit the proposal to do
Okay.
this.
So, any questions for, alrighty. So with that, I move, oh, wait a minute. So, Commissioner Schlesinger.
Yes, good morning. Just so that you didn't feel like you've wasted your time in coming out here. I actually was just curious about the kind of HVAC system that's been put into the building.
It's a newer technology. It's called a VRF, or Variable Refrigerant Flow System. It was selected for its energy efficiency. And if you think about your home, you've got this indoor unit that blows air in a coil, and you've got this outdoor air unit that has a compressor and a condenser and blows air on the outside of the building to project the heat. These systems share that outdoor unit, and the tenants today are metered separately from Pepco on their indoor usage, but that outdoor usage is on the house meter, and this meter would capture that usage and bill it back to the tenants.
Okay, so in reviewing the material, it looked like the tenant was going to pay about $50 a month.
Yeah, I ran some numbers based on we're not charging any tenants today, right?
Right.
But it looks like $50 to $60. They're in full control of that because they control the thermostat. So if they run it higher or lower in this winter and summer, they're going to use more energy. But that appears to be what the numbers are going to be based on historical run rates.
And in your experience, that's a reduction in how much from a sort of a typical cost of unit if you had used more conventional technologies?
It's probably 20%.
Mm-hmm. 20% of what it would have been.
Yeah.
That's pretty astonishing.
Yeah.
So, okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I have a question.
Oh, Commissioner Barbie.
Is this like a heat pump system?
It is a heat pump system.
Okay.
But that outdoor unit like you'd have at your house, there are multiple banks of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're shared by, on an average like 12 residential units. And it can provide both heating and cooling at the same time.
Great, thank you.
Okay, with that, I move that we approve the energy allocation system for 8001 Woodmont Avenue Apartments in Bethesda, Maryland. Commissioner Schlesman.
Aye.
Commissioner Barbie.
Aye.
Commissioner Richards.
Aye.
I vote aye. And with that, we